Welcome to yet another session of Nation Watch. Today I am going to talk about our great friend China. We all know that Germany has officially declared that its GDP is shrinking or that recession is on. So it is official. There is no need of guessing. The GDP started coming down. But let us see what is the real status of China. One, it is not easy to know the real status of China even if it is Xi Zing Ping, because most of the data from China are either manipulated or it has been hidden. So most of the local governments either they will manipulate the data or will tell lies the data. So even Xi Jinping may not be knowing what is the real status of the China. So to know about China, it is not easy to get the details. First of all, we cannot access the Chinese website, and then mostly those Chinese websites will be in China language, so we may not be able to read them. So the only source of information is people who knows China and how to access those sites produce YouTube videos, and we have to watch those videos and we have to believe them. But it is possible to cross check those data given by the YouTubers with respect to Chinese details. So I have done something like that. I have seen few videos from people who are watching China closely, and then I have cross-checked the data from my own searching in the internet, and then both are matching to some extent. So what they say, what those YouTubers say is China has embarked two prestigious major projects where they are invested billions and billions of yuan, and the one is that Belt and Road Initiative. Now this has been come to a standstill. So money, so much of money invested in that area is not producing any result, and then they only China put many countries in the debt trap, and then those countries are not able to pay. For example, even Sri Lanka and Pakistan, I don't know whether they are repaying the loans taken from China. Similarly, there is one project which has been done internally, that is the bullet train. Bullet train is a very expensive project, and then there is not much of revenue from that investment. Only one or two segments of bullet train is running with some crowd, but most of the other things are running empty because the ticket cost is not affordable for the common people. So people do not prefer to travel the bullet train because it is so costly. First of all, high-speed trains are very costly, and then moreover, Chinese are very corrupt, and then they further increase the cost of the project, and then the ticket cost becomes unviable or unreachable by the common people. So that investment also gone into tailspin, which is going to pull down the national economy. So one has to pay the interest which they have borrowed, whether the project is running into profit or not. Similarly, in the last one decade, China has instructed all the local governments to keep the figures very good, that is GDP figures very good by any means. Any means they adapted two methods. One is borrow without any hesitation money, and then they invested those money in many infrastructure projects like building roads, building bridges, constructing metro railways and other things, and then most of the projects are not economically viable. And then another thing is that local governments always tweak the figures to show that the country is growing very fast. Interest, because those borrowing of money without any control or without any calculation of profit or viability, most of the local governments of China borrowed money either from locally or from externally, which they are not able to pay the. If you see the videos, projects are not viable, so they are not generating any money to pay back the interest. So the interest burden alone will kill the economy of China. So what I see from the videos of China Watch YouTuber is that most of the trees are empty, most of the shops are closed, most of the malls absolutely no crowd. It is totally unbelievable if you Many fully constructed metro railway stations are not operational for what of so many things. Maybe want of additional infrastructure, or maybe want of passenger also. They constructed metro rails, they constructed bullet trains, but absolutely no crowd because many companies have left China and then they have shifted the manufacturing base to some other country like Indonesia or India, something like that. So there is too much of unemployment in China, so nobody is ready to travel in either in metro or in the bullet train. So Chinese economy should be in the downspin if someone is able to calculate the values either directly or indirectly. Oh, someone was monitoring all the countries by measuring the light outputs at the night time, and then they are estimated that increase in light is coincide with the increase in GDP, except countries like China, because China is always lying about the growth. But manipulate, or if you calculate China's growth using those figures, China's growth is nowhere better than the growth of the US. So if those things are taken into consideration, China currently should be shrinking, economy should be shrinking. I checked the data of export, and the export started shrinking from this year onwards, from the January 2023. The exports of China is shrinking. I saw some data in the internet. So whether China agrees or not, or knows it or not, Chinese economy should be shrinking or it is in the recession mode. This is a developing story. If I will come back to you once again, if I get some more information in this area, till then, see you. Tata. Bye bye.